Okay, well, last but not least, we have control of positional assembly. That was the biggest group in town.
So we had a lot of very different discussions in our group. So one of them was that we'd really like to see this protein building block approach demonstrated. Make one set of universal building blocks. Be able to make a machine or a process that can assemble 3D structures of these proteins into like any 3D structure from one set of blocks. No self-assembly, but actually demonstrate this positional control of use one block, make any structure. So that's something we like to demonstrate for positional control. Be able to demonstrate that you can lock these building blocks together with UV light. The other one was for the foreseeable future, tip-based positional control is probably too slow for most applications. So what we really need to make tip-based to actually make positional control useful is we need to find some way of atomically precise masking. In semiconductor manufacturing, you can reuse the same semiconductor mask and make features over and over and over and over. Even though it's very, very expensive to make this mask, there's some way, some process where we could transfer the atomic position of this mask to like a substrate. That'd be very useful because it seems that people want to make structures with millions of atomically precise qubits. And we really need some, we would really love to do positional control with thousands of tiny arms, but for the foreseeable future, we're not there yet. We really need some way of doing this, be able to replicate the features in a simple manner. So that's, again, it would really help, and that also help us along the lines of like these actual factories. But yes, that's the main thing. Those main things that came out of our group. Lucas?
Okay. Oh. We also talked about, so before we even have a hello world for 3D products.
Could you speak up a little bit?
Okay, before we even have a hello world for 3D products, we might want to have a hello world for 2D products and go from there to a hello world of 3D products. And what happened in the last few years is an explosion of papers in the field of graphene nanoribbons. And what might be a eventually feasible hello world product there would be a very primitive kind of atomically precise nanocircuit. There are quite a few nanoscale specifics to this that might make that quite a bit different, like ballistic electron transport. But there are various base technologies in demonstrations, like fusing these graphitic structures sideways together or internally, making basic T-junctions, and pre-synthesizing these structures in a form that's not only sideways atomically precise, but also in the length, and give more options in variety of these products. And furthermore, building from that, maybe on the surface of these graphitic nanoribbons then could be built up into 3D, either with pre-synthesized building blocks or actually trying to directly synthesize silicon or diamond structures for eventually color centers.
Awesome. Yeah. Comments, questions? Does anyone want to fill in?
For the first idea, where you have like lithography type of concept for like the lithography for moving things, right? Like you make something that moves, like a standard thing that moves it like a lot, right? Like you make it one time. It reminded me of the slides in manufacturing plants where they'll use it to like flip over, like you'll have like some like object and then you need to reorient it like upside down. And it'll be like a slide that's like perfectly designed to like move it like either 180 basically, right? So it just reminded me of that.
Okay, when you're talking about like a stamping machine? Like where you put this thing on like some die and just stamp it out?
He's talking about like a sorting tumbler where it slides down the slide and it ends up in the right orientation coming out.
Okay.
And so you could have like maybe like theoretically like hundreds of them or whatever that are like you reorient and move as it basically is going through a slide type of thing.
Not gravity at that scale, but, you know.
Yeah, no gravity.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some way you could drive it somehow, some force you could use to drive it.
Nano slides.
Yes, but
The replication idea, they're already doing is nano implant lithography. NIL.
yes, but
And then they duplicate it.
but does this work with atomic precision? Because you're going to be able to transfer features from a mask with atomic precision to a surface with atomic precision. So
They've got it down to 2 nanometers with atomic, you know, atomically precise to 2 nanometer pixels.
So we need to use smaller. I think we need to use smaller for the single dopant transistors or qubits that they were mentioned in our group.
Maybe if you know the exact state of the surface will be right.
But yeah, that's an idea. No one knows how to do this yet. It's something we should pursue. This makes this atomically precise manufacturing useful and something scalable
Awesome.
near term.
Thank you, guys. Awesome. Thank you so much